He's a skilled assassin between the ropes. A boxer's mind in a bruiser's body.
This would have been a challenge and a threat for any heavyweight champion in history.
His talent is unquestioned. His life, the subject of constant speculation.
He's not gay.
They had this thing that he wasn't British.
Except when it counts.
Bill saw Lewis's first test in the shape of Al Malcolm, the Midlands area champion. So let's hear again now from our commentators Jim and Reg.
So there it is then, the first look at the Cockney-turned Canadian gold medalist, and appropriately in the gold trunks as well there, Lennox Lewis. Al Malcolm, good old tried and trusted performer, but I wouldn't have thought his record really could stand up to this fella. 16 stone he's coming near, Lewis. He's a big lad at 23, and he's a bit of a thudding puncher, but Malcolm's getting back, though. It's a bit reckless, Jim, isn't he? The Olympic champion.
Yeah, he's obviously a little bit eager to please his pro debut. He's obviously going to have to learn to cool down a little bit, make his punches a bit better, but obviously wants to impress.
Well, Al Malcolm's been in twice with Gary Mason, and oh dear, left hook there to put him right on the point of the jaw. Is he going to make it? He's going to get the full 8. It's not a mandatory 8. Can he get up when he wants to? He's seldom on the deck, actually, Malcolm. That shows this fellow can dig. Only a minute gone into the round there. When he took out the American, the big fellow Riddick Bowe, we knew in Seoul that he must be a good digger. And we'd seen him, of course, in the Los Angeles Olympics, losing to Terrell Biggs, which at the time was not surprising. So anyway, Frank Maloney, a great expense to the management, as I say, to bring this fellow in from Canada to start his professional career. And it's academic, really, whether it's scheduled for 6 or 8 or 10 rounds, because it's unlikely to go that with these big fellas. 15-5 Malcolm, but he's 31, and looks as though he's aging but a minute too as he gets in with this fella. Tends to be a little bit casual at times for his Jim. I remember watching with amateur saying, you know, is he bored with the proceedings, or is this the normal sort of style?
Yeah, well, I thought he showed quite a bit of patience in the Olympic finals, but he didn't show too much here. He really wanted to set about Malcolm straight away, but he's beginning to calm down a little bit now, doing some careless things. At least he's dropped the pace. Maybe he was hoping to place his punches a bit better now.
Well, he's certainly got the physique and presumably the strength. He really is landing now to Malcolm. I mean, this has got to be a short fight, certainly. Malcolm's always hung in there with the best of them, and he got a draw, actually, with Jess Harding years ago. And he had Harding on the deck in the process. He doesn't have that sort of stand-up style, that's the glamorous touch of the Ray Leonards of this world, Olympic champions, Lewis, but he's effective enough. Very much a relieved Al Malcolm there, and in some ways Jim Lewis is a bit relieved, I suppose, to get the first one over with.
Yeah, it's a little bit too impetuous in the first round. Maybe he'll settle down to a bit more boxing. This will be the left hook that just seemed to catch Malcolm on the tip of the chin. There he goes now, yep.
Yeah, that's champion-style punch like that. He was really laying in with that one. Out for the second then. What happened there? I didn't really see that punch. It caught him in the eye, and he's looking as though he's saying he's hit me in the eye. I don't want to get up. And referee Francis is going to count him out, I suspect. Well, that was a bit of a disappointing finish, really, Jim. Yeah, we weren't in there taking the punch. What do you make of that?
Well, all I saw there was a stumble. Maybe we'll see more in the replay, but all I saw was a stumble. Yeah, there was a punch landed, but no way was that a knockout punch, Reg. Obviously, eye trouble has caused him to stay down.
Well, there he is then. he can't be blamed for that, and we'll be seeing a lot more of this.
Is a special presentation of HBO Sports.